Hello, all of you cute beans out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Squirrel the Drackle, or Dragon Lucario if you prefer. And this is Snacktorio, where we are going to continue the training factory just because I want the Witchland stars. Alright, so, where did I leave off with this? Also, I've realized a terrible mistake that I made. Oh wait, no, that's fine. I was like, oh, right, I need to make sure I can pull stuff out of that thing. But no, it's fine. We could just feed Seda to the beast.
Please no.
You sure? Might be fun.
I'll pass.
Okay. Alright, let's... All right, the nutmeg needs to be there. Alright. So now we're making some raw slime balls. Definitely do not want to stop in the middle of a factory on this game. It is kind of difficult to pick back up on what you were doing. Alright, so we are making halbandagas. We've just got the mixer making the raw slime balls. Next we need to fry them with some oil to make fried slime balls. Okay. Epic. Epic. Darling.
You don't have enough batches.
Alright. Still don't have enough badges.
Ah, fuck, I saw by one.
Oh no?
Working on sheet stuff and feeling like I should maybe just go and fucking play Factorio instead. If I'm, I could do like Gleba gaming instead of messing up my Excel sheet stuff by one. God damn it!
Yeah, I figured
I need to go and refactor all this.
I figured that was what was going to happen when you joined. Is, you know, the whole you're coming in to present math and sheet stuff to me.
Not present, because I'm still busy working on it. Because changing over everything means I have to change over all the encoding too. And that is the main problem currently. On the other hand, I get such good ideas that I keep having to make new shit and then, like, refactor it. Because now I'm just like, oh hey, what if I made it so that way, in your max HP bar, your original max HP shows up in your, with the parentheses. So that way you know what your original max in case it ever happens without having to look over at what your death point is. And I'm like, oh, that'll be a good idea, especially because that'll help people figure out what, like, you know, a whole lot of numbers on the fly instead of it needing to them having to like try and recalculate it. And I'm just like, oh, hey, that's a good idea. I should do that. But then that means that I have to go and recalculate a bunch of shit because then I have to change stuff around, and then because it's off by 1, I need to go and change it again because then I need to redo the encoding because it shifted the cells over by 1.
Alright, those go up, those goes right. This goes right, this goes up. And actually, I guess I already put it there, I'll just leave it. That goes left.
I also feel like I'd have an easier time if I just started playing Gleba only Factorio.
I'm not sure what that is.
It's one of the new planets in the expansion that came out about like a year or two ago, where everything runs off of biological processes, where each individual product has a lifespan, where if the timer runs out on it, its freshness runs out, it spoils. Which means the entirety of Gleba is a circuit-ridden mess where you're trying to time your throughputs directly to achieve just-in-time manufacturing in Factorio, where even the base inputs, you don't get it out of the ground, you have to grow trees, and so you have to wait for trees to grow with automatic tree cutters. There is no refrigeration. It's all just slowly spoiling.
I need to go back and try that again. Do some more Factorio.
Yeah, it's fun. Even the science packs spoil. So if you're shipping them back to Novice, your home planet, you better make sure that platform goes pretty quickly because yeah, that's spoiling.
Sounds lovely.
Which is why I'm like, you know, I think at this point maybe I should just go play a Gleba only Factorio run instead of fucking doing this, but this needs to get done anyway. On the plus side, I've decided to make my life much easier in the long run. I'm making it so that way when people put together like their health feats, and they select them, instead it showcases how much they're getting from each tier of the feat, and it totals it beneath it, so that way instead of doing a bunch of nested if statements for if they have the feat selected, instead it just checks the total boxes at the bottom.
Yes, I could do that, Epic, yes. But Also, yes, I can just, you know. Oh. Well, maybe I can't go over top of that signage. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, sorter, and we're just gonna remove that. The nutmeg goes right, the basil goes right, the seta is cute. We have slightly too much power being used, but I don't need this fermenter anymore, so... Or that pump. Too many cooks. Have 99 imps following you at the same time. Well, I got an achievement.
Oh yeah.
What is this not receiving? That it... Oh, right. Left, left. There we go. Bluebat! Congrats on that 320 stream streak.
By the way, I put a easy visual example that I was working on in Scar Dev for whenever, just so that way people can see it.
Very nice.
Yep, so now you can even see at a quick glance how much you're getting from health feats. And it also totally isn't there because it makes it super easy for me to track and total. Oh, it's just for the funsies of getting to see it totally.
I think the Seta has died.
Unfortunate. Also, in case you want to see how broken the encoding is, I put an example of it in in the fucking Scar Dev too. It's all broken. Oh well.
That is a complicated setup. And Azure,
Yeah, and it's all broken.
hello, congrats on that 60 stream streak. Alright, so now we just gotta wait 30 seconds. And hope the rate doesn't fall too low. Hooray! I did it! Excellent work, Chef. It was a pleasure to watch you work. I will inform Head Chef Augusta and get your paperwork updated. Get some rest. We leave for the Tomato Islands in the morning. I swear I'm changing his accent every time. Oh, hey, I got an achievement for completing that. All right. Well, these don't have Michelin stars, so I'm not sure I care. So instead, off to 2 for 1. This one's got 2 beasts and 3 Michelin stars. Okay, let's do this. Hello, Chef. Hope you got some sleep last night. Today's service is going to be a long one. Today we have a table for 2. 2 different beasts, each with their own order. The beast below us came here first, so you know the rules. First come, first served. Once you have met their order, you can go and take the second beast's order. Both orders need to be met and maintained before we can move on. If you stop meeting an order, you will need to re-meet it if you re-meet it to keep your Michelin star. Oh boy. Alrighty. Take a little stock of things. I think the Sata died.
It is very unfortunate.
So we have... Looks like the other beast is down here, maybe? Oh, there's already some miners set up. Well, this is a thing. Okay, well, not gonna worry about that right now.
Pat the Merle. Pat the Jits.
I'm hungry. I need food. I want penny arachniata. Ah, looks like we have a pasta dish. Pasta requires 2 different secret ingredients: spider eggs and lich bones. To make pasta dough, we grind the lich bones into flour, then mix the flour with the spider eggs. From there, you can use an extruder to create the penny-shaped pasta shapes. Then cook them with a boiler to make your finished penny. The imp said there are some existing matter manipulators down at the bottom of the ruins. Should help you get up and running quickly. 1 second, everybody. Oh, absolutely epic. See, I knew you'd eventually volunteer for it. Clearly you had fun. Does the delivery cannon actually require power? I'm thinking it doesn't. Oh, they already have a setup for me to be able to get more imps. Cool. I just need to power everything, it looks like. Which, that in and of itself is going to be a process. And I'd rather do this. Okay, so we need a bunch of furnaces. Oh, I know that I can do that, Epic. Yeah, I know how to move plants.
Hey, Zim.
Yes.
Order of operation question for you. When it comes to grievous damage, do you think that should be before or after injury health multiplication? Like, should it be within the formula, or does it happen independently of you having an injury?
I would say that is independent.
Independent. All right, cool.
So it applies after injury calculations.
Yep, just needed to check that.
Make a note in the notes stock for me to make sure I clarify that in the document.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Hello
Thank you.
there, cutie.
Well, not that cute.
Are you
Do
sure
we need
about
to
that?
do another poll?
There was a poll.
There can be.
Actually, I don't think I did a poll for it before, but for you, it was for Ren, if I think. But either way, I could do another a poll for that.
We also did one for Cosmo.
I did do one for
You
Cosmo,
don't-
yes.
You don't have to. It's fine.
But what if
It's
I
cool.
want to?
If you wanted to, I don't think I could stop you. So, make it that as well. Well,
The alternative is you just accept that you are cute.
it can be occasionally cute.
I don't know if that'll cut it.
I don't know, chat. Do you think that counts?
So, why are you separating out the Genovese like that?
I was thinking it would make it easier for the piping, but I'm thinking it may not actually make it easier, so I'm just probably going to put furnaces in between.
Well, you can put the wires and the piping on top of each other, so that'll probably make it easy.
Well, they transfer power between them, so...
That also works.
The big issue here is just making sure everything winds up getting enough, pull, you know?
I
if
don't
I
think it'd be that
don't-
issue. Choose the ratios of which splitters split things, right?
Yeah, so I'm planning to set that up.
Okay, then just pump it into one side and make sure each one counts down. So, the rightmost one puts X left and 1 up. The one left of that puts X minus 1 left and 1 up, and keep going until you get to the leftmost one. And that should be an even distribution.
Alright, everybody, poll is up, as requested. How often is Epic cute? Always, sometimes, or never?
Oh, this is a... Oh.
Something wrong?
A lot of people vote. It's a lot of people voting. Are people spending coins on this to vote more?
Oh, yes, I gave them the option for that.
Ah, okay, that's a bit more reassuring then, okay. Because it was really like 30 votes per second. I was wondering like how the hell everyone in the stream was so dedicated to talking about this.
But it's also, you know, the the percentages still don't lie. You know, if somebody's willing to put their money where their mouth is, that carries a lot of weight.
I doubt someone spent 1,020 coins on this, but
If it makes you feel better, I could spend 1.3 million coins on this.
how do you...
He's a dragon. He hoards.
Yeah, okay. Oh god, it's still going up. Just not gonna help my case. Hi Hydra, hey sweetie.
Hey,
Nice to see
Hydra, we got a poll up for you that I think you'll be interested in. Oh, right. Splitters cannot connect to each other.
Ah, there's a mad problem. Why do you make it a zigzag?
Because that'd be a complicated mess that I don't want to deal with. I think I'm just gonna go the easier route and have them be separated.
I think some of your imps are stuck.
I'll figure it out. Eventually. It's also more power than I really need for now. So, 87% say always, 13% say sometimes, and 0% says never.
Jits, did you really spend over 2,000 coin on this? Put 211 votes into something, and I can guess which one just by the size. I think of myself as a sometimes cutie, not always. Yeah.
And don't worry, you can be sometimes wrong then.
Okay, best of luck with the trash there, sweetie. Chat to you soon or later. I don't know.
He says sometimes.
Love you.
And then he interacts with Hydra. And it's even more adorable.
I know, right?
Oh, right, you're right. You do want me to clicker train him. Sorry, I forgot a little bit.
Well, of course I'm gonna talk different to
Yeah.
Hydra. I love them very
Epic.
much so. They're very sweet and... What?
You are so cute when you interact with Hydra like that. Such a good boy.
Well, they all interact a bit differently than the people that we love. I love them very dearly.
Alright, so we have power. There's a lot of power cables being run around the place, but I don't know exactly where they're all going. Oh, right.
Oh,
I
so
need
is
to
that
actually
the,
reconnect these.
So is the other ancient dude all the way on the left there?
I don't know where the other one is just yet. Probably is over there on the left.
Oh, just put cables through dirt. That helps.
Yes.
Oh, stone, I guess.
Yeah.
This will, funnily enough, be a little easier than the tutorial mission you had to do to get here.
I know, right? Alright, we have power.
Looks like this place is semi-automated just for the generation of eggs and bone.
Oh, there's a furnace there and the miner as well. Neat.
Little kickstart system, I suppose.
Oh, and even more power generation already.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Silver Edge Foo raided my stream with 8 viewers.
Silver, thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in. How are you? How was your stream? Would you like a regular shout out or a random clip from your channel brought up?
unwavering purpose.
Lothric, thank you very much for that follow. And yes, Silver is a good boy. Kinda sad not, thank you for that follow as
Enjoy
well.
your stay.
Sounds like a bunch of new followers. Neat.
Oh? Oh, I look forward to having you for that as well. Uh-oh.
Well, it makes sense there's issues there. They're not getting the other resources they need.
Yeah.
Suppose it'd be worth looking into what the spider eggs need. Seemingly, it's whatever that pipe going off to the left is going to be piping in.
Looks like that is for water.
For water, or either has water on that direction.
I'm gonna disconnect those for now. I don't want more sludge being pumped out. How are you still running? Oh, you have a
Maybe it's a
battery.
battery.
Okay.
Battery.
Oh no, not the limited build area. Alright, let's remove all that. Let's put in the ladder so I can actually get up here and see what the hell else I've got going on this factory. Yep, this is where the other beast is going to show up.
Think fast, wonderful Sir Taldarius, because Ervasker is smooching you.
Aw, pat pat the Urbaz. Hi there, Urbaz.
Alright, so we got
How many of these
water.
stations do you think have their own... I'm gonna guess all these stations have their own power supply built in nearby. I mean, this one is just coal right there.
Yeah, but I kind of want to hook it up to the rest of the power grid.
Sounds like a lot of cabling, but you have a lot of cabling.
I
Also, do you think that the Michelin star, or Michelin star, whatever, is on top of that hill on the left there?
Quite possible.
So I'd put it. That one, that little nook down there on the bottom right.
There's a ladder up there, so it's probably up there. It could also be down in this little hole. Either way,
There's up.
hey there, Ido. Pat pat the fluffy. There we go. I'm going to use that for power for now and then hook it up into the rest of the network. Because guess what? I can.
I have to wonder who left all this random scaffold lying around.
I'm not sure, but I hate these limited build areas. They did call this a ruin, so... There. All the powers connected to each other.
I will be just a quick moment. I'll be back in a sec.
Alright, so we got more imps being produced now. So now we can get started on this. We want to grinder the lich bones into bone flour. I'm thinking that the iron ore is intended to be used for the matter manipulators. So... At least I hope that they can be used for this purpose. And then down here, I'm gonna put a splitter. Put that way and that way. So then feed in there and there. And then this just goes down. What do you mean no raw material provided? Can iron ore not be used for that?
I'm back. Does it say what the recipe needs? For the bones?
Spare ingredients. I'm gonna turn this on and see if it works. At the worst, I wind up with more sludge. Okay, it does work. Cool.
So he's gonna pump iron to make eggs and skulls?
Yes. Well, lich bones, but yes.
Bones are bones. I don't know what else they would be.
Well, I mean... it does matter because, you know, when it comes to lich bones, you have that kind of subtle, it came back and moved on its own kind of vibe to it, as well as the evil aura that's infused into the bones. There's a big difference between, you know, bones that came from just a random corpse and bones that were raised from the dead to then become undead. It's a different flavor profile.
Okay, that does make a bit of sense.
Of course it does.
Still could chew them up all the same.
Al dente. While there is an art to cooking, cooking for a beast is thankfully a lot more forgiving. Food cooked just right can be just as happily ingested by beasts when it's almost raw. Well, that's good to know.
Are all these beast names gonna be cooking puns? I hope so.
I did not know that pun, so no idea.
Al dente.
Oh.
He's asking for
I
passages too. I don't really know what else to say.
I don't do the whole pun thing, so I had no idea.
I'm just gonna shake my head in disappointment and move on.
I think I'm the one that gets to be disappointed with you.
Why?
Because I can be. Alright, we need to send these into a grinder. Which we will.
Do drills only
put
mine
over
downwards,
here.
or are they able to be aimed in different directions?
I have no idea. But I haven't needed to
I'm
figure
just
that
wondering
out yet.
because the coal is right there, and that'd be much easier to pipe in than the iron.
Well, I mean, the iron's already set up, so I'm not gonna bother with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, so we got the flour. Now we need to mix it with spider eggs to form a pasta dough. Understood. So we need both of those going out this way, but we're gonna put a sorter here. That goes that way. The output goes the oh no, stop just doing that. There we go. So it then goes into a mixer. Pasta dough. And the spider eggs are also going to go that way. But then they go out the top. Go in there. Hey, Seda.
Mm-hmm.
You're cute.
Heck.
God.
Alright, so we got our pasta dough, but now we need tomato and bay leaf to make tomato sauce.
You also need to remember to have some bay leaf left over to make the pasta afterwards. But there should be plenty.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna make myself more room to work with here. Nope, we want harvester, 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 and harvester. So we got all that pasta dough. Need to mix those two. Which means I need to go back up to the surface and grab myself some... Oh, while we're here. Give me this.
You really can't have enough little guys running after you, can you?
Nope. I was curious what would happen if I just go to the edge of the map.
Oh, you want a beachside holiday?
Well, the sand is here for other purposes, but...
You
Alright,
think
but
you're able to transplant the tomatoes underground, or...?
yes, I just needed the green grass.
Neat.
We're gonna give it some space over here. Harvester, 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 harvester. There we go.
I don't know why I decided to do this project, but I did it anyway. It's fine. Dumb little side project.
What did you do?
I made it so that way if you take grievous damage or you pick up an injury and it reduces your max HP, if you click the box or put in something in the grievous injury thing, it'll display your original max HP in parentheses.
That's cool.
Hello, Hex.
It was far more complicated than it's worth.
But you have it now, so that's cool.
I do have this now. And it still works on copying, so I don't have a reason to, you know, care. It's there now. Works. I'll put examples in ScarDev, but this is like the dumbest side project I think I've ever done on this. This does not matter in any way.
Oh crap, that's supposed to be a blender. Oops.
Yeah, it's meant to be something that spins like you're doing right now. But more slicey.
I don't know, have you seen my scales on the squirrel here? Squirrel has
I mean, some of
plenty
them,
of choppy parts on him.
You got the claws, the horns, the spikes.
And Pet the Hex. Also, apparently I'm gonna need more power. These are all being provided with plenty of power, which is wonderful. Or plenty of coal. However, we're gonna set this up this way instead. There. More power. Unlimited power. Hex, you are a very good boy. You're my good boy. This game is a factory game where you are attempting to cook things in order to produce food for the beasts. Gotta make sure they're fed, otherwise they try to eat everybody. Hello, Lightning.
You're dealing with endless hunger of an endless factory, basically.
Yes.
Oh, so this is literally just a complete aside, but in one of the games I've been playing, there's one character who's been a recurring character. We've only seen him be like super serious threat mode. Turns out outside of a fight, he's a complete fucking dope most of the time. And we started finding out some of his actual like backstory from his perspective, and he started out explaining it by going, "So I was lazing about on a roof throwing rocks at the passersby." And I'm just like, damn, this is one of the strongest people around. He begins off his explanation about his tragic backstory moment with talk about how he was busy throwing rocks at pedestrians. What a guy. I don't know why it's just so funny. He's talking about how he was busy throwing rocks at the passersby.
Yeah, that's how you know a backstory rock. You're doing petty crime.
Tabletop player. Man's a tabletop character or something. People start making memes out of it. To be fair, he has a really cool attack name that has a funny conditional that people meme on. It's called "Yield my flesh to claim their bones." Yield my flesh being if he loses the attack he gets to use to claim their bones, and it's just a really strong, overpowered attack. So people have done things like edit him into a car and give him the attack yield at intersection to claim right of way. And so now they've started making it where it's the very funny yield my rocks to throw at passersby. He's just been getting all the fucking memes recently. It is. But, well, technically, yes, he's in Limbus Company, but he's not from Limbus Company. He's actually from Library Bruna.
I think your mixer there is having an issue.
You are correct.
Hey, put the pipe under rather than over.
I did not expect that to be a problem, but there we go.
Well, it makes sense. Some things to be mixed with fluids.
Okay, I want to know what that thing is.
You mean one of the imps getting in the pipes and getting sucked around?
I guess so. It does not actually tell me what it is.
It's a little guy.
He's just a little guy. Anyways, we cooked the penny. Now we need to chef-o-matic all of these together. I'm gonna put you here. Right, that's the processor menu that I need. Penny arachniata. Put that in there. that goes there. And I need a splitter here. Oh, good to know. I can apparently just hit R to force or to pre-place pipes pointing in one direction. That is very good to know.
Neat.
Alright, so now it's gonna go on up here and feed him, and we're good. At least on that front.
You're gonna get guys who want multiple dishes at once.
I have no idea.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Black Tiger, hello there. Thank you very much for that raid. Welcome in. How are ya? How was your stream? I was literally just about to step away and grab a drink real quick, but yeah, thank you very much for that raid. Be 1 second.
Alright, so
Ow.
my turn to do voice acting, I suppose.
Yes. Get to it.
Yeah, yeah. Right, how was the voice again? Excellent work, Nim. Now that the beast is satisfied, we can move on to the next beast. Check your map to see where they have appeared, and go and speak to them when you are ready.
Well, that was easy. Alright, so we got our Witchland Star there. And the new beast is over there. And we'll go around this way.
given the flowers in the background, are you just really tiny or those really big flowers?
Yeah. I have no idea. Oh, what's your goal there? I was hoping that they would have different dialogues each, but oh well.
Maybe later ones will?
Maybe. But this one wants pestilence pasta. Hi. Alright, you're up.
Okay. Seems we have another pasta dish. This is both good and bad news. The good news is you know what needs to be done already. The bad news is you will need to modify your existing factory without breaking the current order. You could make another factory for this order, but you might find it easier to reuse parts of your existing factory and just increase the volume. To meet the requirements for a second pasta dish, you will need to double the number of machines and the resources supplied to them. If you stop providing the first order, you will lose your Michelin star from the beast until you can re-meet it again.
Okay. Well, this is
I'm doing
certainly
the voice better than last time. Oh, it can't be that hard to make more pasta.
You mean aside from the fact that I have to literally double what I've been already doing?
You say double, but this doesn't use tomato, it uses,
Bailiff.
Oh, I know what bailiff is. I'm wondering what the other one is. Seeds?
Oh, the nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Uses nutmeg instead of tomato.
It also uses salt.
Ah. Oh, yeah, it uses salt rather than nutmeg at the last part. Instead of bay leaf at the last part.
Alright, just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and double my production of water. Or not double, but, you know, add another pump for water.
Just increase it a little.
Yeah. As a treat. There's the nutmeg. We're gonna get ourselves some more imps. Nice, freshly fermented imps. Congrats on that 25 stream streak, Lightning. You're grinding an ID playable character for Limbus Company. Kyle can explain what an ID is.
Basically, it's a unit that you can overlay over the original unit in order to give it that unit's powers instead. It's like if a skin actually did something.
Oh, okay.
Or basically, it just does. Basically, it's pulling alternate realities of that character from alternate worlds, and basically goes, "Hey, what if this character was a part of this faction?" So, like, you know, just using Fallout as an example, imagine you took a Brotherhood of Steel character and went, okay, but what if they were in the Institute? And then, you know, it would be like the same character, but it would just be like, what if that character was in that faction and used equipment and abilities according to that faction?
Fair enough.
genuinely very fun concept. It also means that, you know, you don't get... basically, it's from a gacha game, but they had... Basically, they laid the grounds for it in the non-gacha prior games. And I think it's a really good way at avoiding character bloat. Because instead of getting a shit ton of random-ass gacha characters, instead you have the main cast, and you'll only ever have the main cast. Along with whatever, like, NPCs happen to be involved, but, like, you know, for people that you can pull. You can't get shit for your allies. It's only for your main cast. True, there is also bad end IDs, like Urbas point out, where it's just like, what if instead of like getting their character development, they just turned out to be the worst version of themselves?
Fair. Very fair.
Which, those ones are usually very powerful and have special mechanics attached to them. Sometimes they're a bit overpowered, which is very funny because it means that canonically, in order to win fights, your character is making their friends turn into the literal worst version of themselves for a power-up.
I mean, I wouldn't imagine the best version of most people is genocidal, but...
Don't worry, the future version of one of our characters goes from, I'm just gonna put, like, casually anti-transhumanist when it comes to, like, robotics and stuff like that, to being competitively anti-that. As in, his bad end version ID has, like, a 15% damage boost against them. At one point, due to plot reasons, we see what he'll be like in the future with a skill, and it has plus 50%. So he goes from casual to competitive. Man does not like robots.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people nowadays aren't so into robots anymore. To a degree.
Yeah, but that's different. Trust me when I say he's like competitively anti against it. Like, even if you read the flavor text on some of his stuff, it goes talking about how he was fighting a battle between humans and humans who no longer looked the part. Put on a prosthetic, damn, against in the war. Man's just waging a war. True. There is also just standard Rodion who does not have a bad end ID because she's living through her bad end. She got no actual character development during her part of the story so far. But she's one of those people that like really wants to be special in some way. So her not having a bad end ID is actively the funniest thing. Because everyone else has one.
That must suck. Like, someone have to explain to them, sorry, we couldn't make you more powerful. We couldn't find a worse ending, a worse existence for you than the one you already have. Sorry. Just
no, to be fair, they do find that, but it's just not like it's a part of her life as a part of different factions and not for her own life.
Oh.
So, like, they couldn't find a bad end version that got off worse than she did when it comes to her own story. At least they haven't yet.
Yet being the fun keyword.
She does have some mirror world identities that are objectively more miserable than her, but, like, you know. A couple of her IDs are actually doing, like, really well. She ain't, though.
Thinking about it. Could you just make this sort of void pump stack like just the past generation unit? And pump past where you need it to go?
Do what? But what?
Well, both dishes need pasta, it's the main focus. But one needs bay leaf and tomato sauce, and the other needs bay leaf and nutmeg sauce. And on either side of the tower. So.
I still am not following what you were suggesting.
Make a main pasta distribution bus. Is what I'm suggesting.
That's what I am actively working on.
Oh, neat.
That is true. She is very funny to have around, and a good character. But it's just also very funny that she desperately wants to be special in some way, and she just isn't. Well, I guess one thing that's special about her is that she's really good at gambling. That's like her special thing. She's a gambler.
Depressing thing to be good at.
Leads to a lot of funny moments. She sees an opportunity to gamble, she is taking it.
I don't think a gambling addiction is generally viewed as a positive thing.
Well, look, she has two things going for her. A food addiction and a gambling addiction. Well, and she can use an axe, but also, you know, like, being able to use a weapon in the city is kind of just like a pre-requirement to fucking living for more than a day.
Alright, this ain't gonna work. So let's just remove that and redo it.
Better with brackets.
So, Hydra had a request of the whole clicker thing. Yeah, thought it'd be cute if I did a little woof every time you did it.
Well, he's right, it would be.
I love how he's requesting it now. You know, you were saying that you weren't going to be able to be clicker trained and such, and yet now here you are requesting it. And Hydra is nowhere to be
Hydra?
seen.
I am getting TMs from Hydra. Stream chat is not the only place they can exist. Woof.
Good boy.
Woof.
Good boy.
Oh. Let me make him smile.
What was that?
Nothing. Just hoping someone's happy.
It's like when a dog is like trying to look upset and look away, but their tail is busy wagging.
I know. Literally. Nice, Azure.
This level is also full of spaghetti so far. As we attempt to... Was it spaghetti or was it like a different kind of pasta?
Different kind.
Ah. Sort of like a mac...
Rank
Oh,
up.
that's a lot of people.
Wow.
Hold the line. This hamlet
Oh,
shall not
hello,
fall.
Shen.
Shenria raided my stream with 284 viewers.
Good to see you, Shen. How you doing? We're trying to figure out a factory thing here and get this all split up and go where I need it to go instead of things not quite lining up right. Okay, so we want this here. Make it feed in. Nope, in. There we go. But Josh Henry, good to see you. Run the stacks that way. No, I gotta feed the beasts. I
Are
gotta...
you calling?
What?
Are you saying Shen's not a beast?
He's not one of these beasts. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Welcome. I am Razim. We do all sorts of things here. Right now we're doing a game called Snacktorio, where the goal is to produce food and feed it to the beasts. Like this one on the screen here. This guy. We gotta feed this guy. But we do a lot of stuff here. A bunch of tabletop games. We've got Pokemon, Digimon, Fallout, Star Wars, a Cobalt TTRPG. We have several different artists that come and join us throughout the week. There's a lot to enjoy here, a lot of stuff that we do. So hit that follow button, come join us again. And for those already here, please share the love with Shen. And Shen, thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I appreciate that so much. Did you want that clip brought up, or just a regular shout out is good for you? Hello, Thrawchild. But
I'm just now realizing everyone in this call is fluffy.
Well, I just swapped to something fluffy a second ago.
I noticed now everyone's fluffy.
Is that a bad thing?
No, fluffy's nice.
Epic, you're adorable.
I don't try to be.
Did you just say you don't try to be?
Yeah.
That makes it even more adorable.
I know, right?
No.
Yes, yes, it does, Epic.
It really does. Also, I just have to say this. This is like the most infuriating thing that Google Sheets has started doing. When I'm typing in things, it literally starts overlaying AI suggestions instead of just letting me type out my formulas. It tries to AI autocomplete my shit, and it's always wrong every single time.
Regular autocomplete was already infuriating. Why would we ever need this?
Yeah, now imagine trying that when you're trying to write out a very specific cell formula in Google Sheets.
I have said it multiple times. There is so much potential for awesome stuff with AI. But currently, everybody is just shoving it wherever they can possibly shove it, and it's terrible. Stop trying to force it on us, and instead let us use it for good things that it actually can be helpful for. That is not a helpful way.
Well, no, because like the frustrating thing is that there's a lot of power in terms of streamlining and automation with AI. Like, a part of my daily job duties involves a form of AI just with machine learning, as opposed to having an expert scientist slave away doing individual species IDs. They can spend a little bit of time training a algorithm to pattern recognition, and then that can be automated and handed over to a technician, because their time and value is much better spent, reviewing papers, writing proposals, etc. But it's not stealing any data, and it's trading something to increase efficiency, and it's all in all kind of like automating a lot of the menial work, as opposed to what we're seeing a lot with generative AI here, that is trying to essentially replace human creativity and outsource critical thinking. It's like, you can't rely on the current suite of AI tools to get you to create something new. That's kind of the hill I'm going to die on, because I know there's going to be some comments of like, hey, like, can help me with the concepting and stuff. Like, no. Generative AI does not have an original thought. And so it's thinking it's being helpful by, like, submitting, like, some kind of, like, hey, formula, or here's what you want to fill in. Like, but no, you're trying to make something new. You can't predict that.
I just had to look up what menus to go down to disable that shit, and I just managed to do it, hopefully. But yeah, that was like uniquely enraging. Was me carefully typing in a formula, taking into account multiple cells across multiple different sheets, and then AI just gets in the fucking way of me completing it.
It's not doing the thing where it, like, takes what you've written and changes it to be something entirely different when you end up finishing. Does it?
It tried to auto-complete it for me, which means I had to get rid of the auto-completion part. that it automatically filled in. That was wrong.
It's still annoying, but it's not as annoying as undoing what you've already done to replace it with its own junk.
Yeah.
It's bad, it's not the worst. So it's a small...
Yeah, but it was
downfall.
still just very enraging.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, sorry, I had a slight Raijin interruption. But like I was saying, like, there's so much potential for AI to actually be awesome. There really is. We're just not getting to see it because everybody wants to shove it into every little nook and cranny in terrible ways. And force it on people, which is the worst thing you could do.
And also the real game-changing applications of AI don't make the flashy, dollar bills.
Yeah, that too.
Because, machine learning, as opposed to just straight-up generative AI, we've been seeing the potential for years in terms of being able to do very efficient screenings or medical scans, as opposed to having an expert go through maybe a scan every 15-20 minutes, train the data set, screen a whole bunch of let's just say like retinal scans, and now you can say, well, hey, here's the 5% that I think you really should look at, as opposed to here's all the like the negative results, which obviously is not foolproof and 100%, but then again, we'd be getting into the range of like human error, because even humans miss stuff. But the current like applications is being like, oh well, hey, I need this logo. Why hire an artist when I can just have AI do it? Oh, why should I like search and read an article when I can just have AI tell me the answer? It's just like we're actively making ourselves dumber, and it frustrates me.
Well, that is just like, it's wrong. Like, it'd be one thing if it like was even like actually right. If it was actually right, there would be a difference. But it's also actively wrong most of the time.
Well, because like if you actually look at a couple like videos that explain like language learning models, which is like the main tool behind a lot of generative AI, in terms of like text generation, its basic principle is, okay, if I say, hey, the sky is, fill in the blank, they've, basically dredged the internet and, every comment board and paper, etc., to find what is mathematically the most likely word to follow the phrase, the sky is. And, you might have some options, like, the sky is blue, the sky is quite clear today, the sky is looking quite cloudy. And, they feed in a little bit of randomization there just so you don't get the exact same, like, output every time, because, human speech is not going to be as robotic. So, having that little bit of randomization for generation, makes sense. But when you realize that that's, like, the mentality behind it, you start understanding why if you ask the model a question, you get slightly different results every time. If not just straight up inaccurate results. The worrying thing is that most likely some of these models have been trained off of Reddit.
Yep, they have been.
And that is frightening.
Yeah, but the most astounding thing to me about all of these, like, whenever people freak out about stuff that like generative AI or large language learning models are supposedly capable of, I'm just always like of the opinion in slight astoundment that they made a computer that's bad at math.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. There was there was like a very informal study done that got posted to GitHub, and they asked ChatGPT Model 4, hey, give me a random number between 1 and 100. And you'd think, the mathematical outcome of that is that with, minor variations, if you were to ask it maybe, let's just say like 10,000 times, that you probably would get, an even spread, of numbers, plus or minus like, 3 or 5 or so, like, within a margin of error. But no, this, their output of testing it, I think literally 10,000 times, it skipped over all the 10s. Like, no result for 40, 50, 60, etc. Very few hits on the, like, the anything below 10 and anything above 90. Because if you think about it, if you were to ask a person, hey, give me a random number between, 1 and 100, 30 doesn't sound random to you, but 34 does. More likely 37. You're going to think, hey, let me just toss 2 random numbers together, and 0 doesn't register for the most part. If we just were to survey the room, and it's a bit of a bell curve. Like it, very few on the edges, and gets a lot more in like the 40s to 60s. It's not a smart computer that's trying to do math. It is literally surveying the room for what the answer is, no matter how right it is or incorrect it is.
Yeah, one of my biggest frustrations with trying to develop Scar now is as I am typing, it keeps trying to be like, is this what you mean? 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 It's like, no, shut up, go away, let me just work. Or I get the pop-up in front of it saying, we now have the AI thing on our Google Docs. You want to try it out? No. Are you sure? Yes. Oh, so you do want to... No. Okay, it's not actually like that, but you know what I mean. It's not that far off.
Well, it seems like every week that passes, the... oh, hey, well, we've added this new AI tool. How do I disable it, please?
Yes.
Because...
God, the number of times that I have had Google pop up saying we've got AI on their search engine and asking me if I want to try it and me saying no, and having to repeat that over and over and over.
It's been a major annoyance to me too. If I want to search something in the URL bar, I don't want it to default to give me the AI search answer. I just want to Google a thing directly, please. I don't want an AI to give me what it thinks I want. I just want to be able to search for what I want. I can use my eyes and critical thinking to deduce it myself.
Well, actually, honestly, that's the aspect of like Google's newest development that really concerns me.
They already shove the AI synopsis at the top. Do you need to take over my search to do that as well?
Well, because you've seen like the like what they're like the tools they're developing, where essentially they want to have like Gemini. As soon as you search something, let's just say like hey, burger recipes, they'd be like, oh hey, I see you're making a burger. Here's the ingredients that you need. And basically like, so you don't actually leave the Google page. They want to just take over start to finish and have their AI bot feed their answers and like the prompts for you.
So I want to show you something that's like really useful.
Mm-hmm.
So I bumped up my my browser on
I'm
on
pulling
the Discord thing.
I'm
Obviously,
now?
if you pull up what year did Michael Jackson die, I typed in what year did, and this is the first result. So it gives AI overview. But if I type minus AI, no AI.
Oh,
That's how you do
yeah,
it.
that's not what I mean.
Awesome.
I'm only.
Yeah, when googling things, at the end just put minus AI.
This is a
Yeah, well,
See,
if I
there's
public
no AI.
service announcement for everybody.
Yep. So as you can see on my thing right here, the first result now that pops up in the normal AI thing in the featured snippet thing is just Britannica.
Okay, noted. It's very useful.
Yeah, that's how you do it. So like if I another just random, what year did nuclear war happen in Fallout? Minus AI. Brings up Wikipedia first instead of the
Yep.
AI snippet. So if I back this out and search it again, AI minus AI brings up Wikipedia. This is the current Google meta. So while they let this work.
Mm. Yeah, what they were teasing off about 2 weeks ago. What concerns me the most about that, is that they're going to be accelerating the bypassing of websites.
Isn't that just bad for the websites themselves? Don't need the foot
Well,
traffic.
no, exactly. If you're seeing these AI summaries, and if they go so far as they want to in terms of being able to, do everything in Google as opposed to what they used to be, or they used to be in terms of just the, directing you towards where you want to go. That means that, hey, every blog, every recipe site that relies on ad revenue to be able to, pay their writers, their artists, etc. It's just going to be further squeezing the creative side of the internet, or even the critical research side, investigative journalism. You're just going to have... You're just going to be directing people towards more slop. And that's what scares me the most, is essentially just the slow bleed of the heart of the internet, and we get ever so closer to the fear of the dead internet theory. And yeah, and looking at just chat there, the PC hardware industry, the comments a couple years ago of oh yeah, what if people didn't own their PCs? Feels like it's being almost artificially forced in, because we can't afford to upgrade our PCs right now. Or we can't, or even if we could, we can't because of the limited hardware. And we're wasting all this, resources, all this electricity and this water to be less efficient than a person.
Time to be alive.
Honestly, the most cathartic thing that I saw was when you had a couple the tech people, Eric Smith was one of them who was giving commencement speeches, and every time the ideas of AI came up, they just got boos from the graduating class.
Huh. Also, that's good to know you can pump fluids through devices. That's also useful to know.
That is a thing to know, yes. Man. Oops, wrong thing. That's fine to stay there. Delivery cannon. Now I just need to produce that 10 of those per minute, or whatever time frame it is. Meanwhile,
10 per minute,
I'm
man.
gonna...
1 per 6 seconds.
Oh, I'm not producing enough electricity. We'll move the ladder over here. Get rid of that.
Can you just dig out more coal space to put more generators in?
Well, I just need one more generator.
I'm glad I'm not powerless to solve this issue.
One up, one left. Bam. Dish. I don't know what the ratio of coal to furnace is. I should figure that out at some point. It would
You mean
be...
shoulder furnace?
Sure.
It's definitely more than one. But
Yeah, it's a lot more than one. Let's go see what's over here. Well, there's a ladder to nowhere here, so...
There you go. Is that on the map, or is it just hidden?
It's hidden.
Oh, it's off the map. It's off the map.
Oh,
Oh, I got a beat.
there you go.
Congratulations on your first successful double service chef. Juggling 2 different orders at the same time is no easy feat. Remember to speak with both of the beasts to claim your Michelin stars. That's right, you get 1 for each. Make sure you speak to each beach. Tongue-tied. Make sure you speak to each beast to claim your Michelin stars, and we can move on. You should not be eating sour candy while doing this.
We were looking up the name of the Grand Galactic Inquisitor from the Venture Bros cartoon, so you just typed in "ignore me" in the search engine and Google AI responded, "Acknowledged. I'll step back and let you be."
Yeah, a lot of people were having stuff like that when Google did the AI thing.
Disregard also works. If you tell it to disregard,
yeah.
it will just, yeah.
I'll have to
Pains
keep
me.
that in mind.
It's amusing, but it pains me.
I hate the fact I noticed. Didn't Google, like, humble brag, like, that 75% of their stuff is vibe coded now, up from 50%? Knowledge. Hi, Wex.
I
Howdy,
love.
y'all.
Hey, Rex. Pat.
Hey, wag. How you doing, Tal?
Doing pretty decent. Working on Scar Sheet while hanging out.
Nice.
I got to teach some people how to disable Google's AI, apparently.
Nice. That's actually really good.
You just type in -AI at the end of your search and it just
Yep.
stops.
Dash AI minus AI. It turns it all off. It's great.
Dope. I need a lot of ways to switch that off. I just been chilling, showcasing a few of the Steam Next Fest games, vibing for a bit, and been decided to pop in, chill since we're doing some Snacktorio still. That'd be good times in this one. A lot of people in the room already, and there's not too much story in this game, I believe, right?
I feel like most stuff in this game is quite digestible.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of digestible, what? 514. Trying to think I can make something quick before Burrow Trauma. And if I have the means to do
Actually,
it without Ren here.
I'm debating getting started with Barrow Trauma earlier right now because, well, I finished what I was doing on this game and there's not quite enough time to bother switching games. And this game is one where I don't really want to go start another mission because it's very difficult to figure out where you left off. It's one that I would really recommend that each play setting, each time you sit down to play, you just focus on, you know, you get a level done and then you can stop.
I see. Well, lucky for you, I finished Mexican Ninja, and I'm basically free to start that up right now. I was literally just debating what I do for food and making sure everybody was okay on food, since I'm not sure if I can cook today. At least by myself.
I could join Barrow Trauma if you want to start early. Wouldn't be any issue for me. I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because, you know, Ren's not going to be able to join anyways, and he's part of the reason why we were starting a bit later.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, well.
Yes, I'll get started updating stuff. BMO.
Yep, same here. I'll start getting booted up and all that. Steam Next Fest is
Yeah,
popping
thinking about it,
off.
I think I'm gonna keep the character status box like this.
Hello,
The injury
Josh.
section, I guess, isn't.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know how relevant it's always going to be knowing just how much HP you've lost from injuries, but you know. Basically, I made it so that way it makes it so that way the injury box is slightly different. Where instead of noting how many injuries you have, I realized, hey, wait, that's probably better to have on the conditions thing because the that could be where the more detailed thing, because injuries are long-term conditions. So instead, I could just display how much HP you're missing due to that injury. Because why not?
Yeah, why not indeed?
Yeah, sounds like a good plan right there.
Also,
That and it makes it so that way it lays out better. Go ahead.
All right, Commander gives you a hug back. So many raptors being turned into today. Let's see.
Epic.
Zero trauma.
Yeah?
Bark for me.
Why do you want me to bark?
He needs a pet. To bark.
Well, no, I don't need
Not
a
his
pet
pet.
to bark. I need him to bark rather for Hydra.
And it's too easy to get me to bark.
Well, I don't know I'd bark. It just want me to bark just randomly?
Yeah.
Okay. Woof.
Good boy.
Ah, right.
Hey, hon, what I gotta do to earn me a clicker today? I know barking's too easy for me. You gotta give me a harder trick, I guess.
We'll see how you do with barotrauma.
You cut out at the beginning of that. I heard something barrel trauma.
We'll see how you do on barotrauma.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think we're gonna start barotrauma early tonight.
Sounds good to me. I already got it loaded up.
I do find
So-
it cool that the level shows you how many meals you made.
That is neat, yes.
Probably the 6 or 7. Sorry, I've talked over you a little.
Did you say 6 or
No
7?
worries. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Snacktorio. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, tipping to the channel directly, grabbing merch at zgfgaming.store, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you so much for joining, everybody, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye bye.
Dudes.
A boy.